The cousin to the text box tool is the callout tool. And the callout tool is essentially a combination of the text box tool and an arrow. I'll select it. To use the callout tool, I'll click and I'll drag, and notice that as I do that, there's an arrow placed where I clicked and a line that connects the text box to the little arrow that indicates where I want the change to be made. And this is useful if I want to do something like, for example, indicate that there needs to be some text in that area, but there's no text there I can use the text edits tools with. So I can just use this box as a way to indicate that it needs to be in a certain location. So I'll go ahead and add some text. And perhaps I'm indicating that I want you to change the logo so that it reads the name of the company inside the logo. It's pretty clear where I want that to be because of the arrow. Now, what's nice, though, is that if I need to move this around a little bit, I can still do so. I'm going to click to deselect the text. The little blinking insertion cursor indicates that I'm editing text right now. But what I want to do is move the box around. So I've deselected it, I've clicked on it to select it again, and notice that when I move the box around, the arrow stays pointed in the same location. That's very convenient so that I can move my edits out of the way of other edits that might need to be made on the page, yet still point to the location where I want the edit to be applied. And then from there, it works just like a text box edit tool. I can double-click, drag select it, make changes to the text that's in there, and I can also, by selecting the comment, I'll deselect it, select it again, increase the size of the box and change the shape and nature of the way the arrow works. And then last but not least, if I need to point the arrow to something else, I can simply do so by clicking on this little handle and then repointing the arrow. So maybe I want the words custom com to be down in there. So the callout tool is essentially a text box tool with a very dynamic arrow to point directly to the location of the change that I'm asking to be made. Yet I can also go ahead and type that change that I want to be made. And I also want to point out that the text in these little boxes works exactly the same as the text I would find in a panel for any one of the other comment tools, meaning that I can copy it and paste it into an authoring document or copy and paste information from an authoring document into these little text boxes. Very, very convenient tools to use when editing text within a document.